Hi, my name is Art. I teach Python, and in this video I'm going to show you how you could use modular. I hope you watched my previous video about different types of division to solve very popular problem in Python or pretty much in any other programming language. So the problem goes like this. We need to ask user for a number, like any number, and then we need to check and print even if number is even or odd if number is odd. All right, so first thing first, let's ask user for a number. So number, how we're gonna ask user for a number? We need to use input. Input is one of the Python built-in functions, and if you've been in my class or you watch my other videos, you see we used input a lot. So here I'm going to pass some kind of message to user, give me a number. All right, so let me show you how it works. If you run it, it will prompt you to enter a number, let's say 5, then you need to hit enter, right? And now number is this 5 is stored with this variable. However, there is one thing that you have to keep in mind. If you run type on number, so it will be a string. And I hope you remember that you cannot do math to strings. And if you don't remember that, please watch my other video where I explain that stuff. So that you see that's a string, so we will need to convert it to numeric data type. All right, so how we're going to convert it to numeric data type? Pretty simple. So I'm going to use same variable name because I want to save it with the same variable name, and I'll use function int, stands for integer, and then number will be converted to integer. Now again, just to see how that stuff works, let's run type again on number, and suppose number is the same 5. I hit enter, and now it's integer. So now, only now, we could do some math. All right, and there are two outcomes. Number could be either even or odd, right? So there are just two outcomes. So to me it sounds like if and else, all right? And we could say if number, and then we need to use modular and divide it by 2. Why? Because let me explain you something. Let me stop right here and explain you something. Is 5 an even number? No. And when I ask this question, people say no, and I ask why, and they say to me, hey, it cannot be divisible by 2. I'm saying, no, 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 it can be divisible by 2, because if you take 5, use regular division divided by 2, you're going to get 2.5. And it's odd number because here we have remainder. But we have another option to check for remainder. We could use modular. And you see, odd numbers always will have remainder. So 5 divided modulo by 2 will give us remainder 1. However, 6 divided by modulo 2 will get us 0. So even numbers, they will be divisible with no remainder. So what I'm doing here, I'm saying, all right, so if number is divisible by 2, and I use equal equal, so that's a comparison operator. If result gets me 0, so then here I could print even number, right? Else I could print odd. All right, so now let's say number 6 would be even. However, if I rerun it, number 7 would be odd, right? So again, when you ask for input, don't forget to check data type of that input. Although it might look like number, it does mean that that would be numeric data type, so use function int or float. In this case, int would be more appropriate. And then here we use modulo to check for remainder, and if remainder is 0, then it's even. And fortunately for us, there are just two outcomes, even or odd, so here we could use if and else. All right, thank you.